Hello and welcome back to LB's Garage. Today we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna see how much stuff I can get out from under this hood before I freeze to death. So it's gonna be a fun time, right up until it isn't. So let's get started. All right, and I figure we'll move from the front to the back. We're gonna get this fan shroud off. We're gonna look to get the radiator out, and then we'll just kind of move back and see how much we can get done today. That sounds good. Okay, let's see. Great, everything moves. That's what you're really looking for, is everything to be stuck together. Huh. Got some AC lines coming over the top. Those zip tie. Okay, I've got a remedy for that. Now, the correct thing to do with all your nuts and bolts and such, especially if you're planning on reusing any of these items, would be to put them in a small Ziploc style bag and label it. So I'm not going to do that, and we're just going to kind of figure it out as we go. There we go. And by the way, this AC probably hasn't been charged since 2004, 2005, so you know, I'm not really worried about it. So oh, so it has a clamshell where a top is attached to the bottom. There's a part on the underside of the fan and on the top side. So it looks like I've got a couple more bolts to get, so let's get them out of here. Let me see. Okay, that dude out. So I'm gonna have to get this upper rad hose out of my way. The important thing is you always use the right tool for the job. And so what I've got is, you know, the cheapest impact available with two adapters to go from 1/2 inch all the way down to 1/4 inch, because that seemed like the right thing to do. So perfect. I planned on possibly using this radiator during the swap, but that's just not gonna probably work. I see a lot of corrosion where it looks like it's had coolant leaking out, so I will need to look at a radiator, I guess. And so now I'm not so concerned about saving this hose. So we're going to extract it the correct way and hopefully lop my finger off in the process. Let's see. All right, let's see if I can wrestle that off now. uninstalled. Now, oh no. Let's try it this way. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to go get the correct tool, and I'm pretty upset about that. I guess it probably would help if I switch to the right socket first. Let's give that a shot before I give up on my hopes and dreams. Ooh. Doo -doo. That is felling your way all the way to success. That's how it's done. Uninstalled. Essentially what we've got, we'll see if you can see it, is right down here. It looks like we have a transmission cooler that runs into the radiator. So I'm going to go get a wrench and we're going to uninstall that. You know, probably I may cut it out, but I'm going to try the right thing first, so I'll be right back. All right, after many months of searching, I found the right wrench. So let's get this uninstalled. Everything needs 10,000 threads, so it takes forever to uninstall. Some obvious signs of mice and such having taken refuge in here, which would usually be a really bad thing, but pretty much nothing under this hood matters now. Well, nothing in that one. And the other one is further down there. You know, it's going to be a pain to get to. I'm going to take my flashlight down here with me and see what I can do. 9,000 threads and 1/16 of a turn every time. I'll have this ready to go by summer. Shoot. There we go. It only took me 4.5 weeks to get that done, but it's did. So let's get this dude pulled out. When I popped off that lower line, I was surprised to see there was actually transmission fluid in there, on account the gaskets on the transmission haven't been good since the 80s. So, you know, sometimes you find stuff out. So let's make a horrible racket and break a bunch of stuff and get this radiator out. All right, that is progress. Now we get this shroud here. Well, that'll be a pain in the neck. It's going to make me lay down. That's unacceptable. Okay. Maybe I should just try bending it until it pops out. I think that's a safe bet. At least out of my way now. Perfect. Okay. Let's get... We're gonna install that. And yeah, we'll start there and keep searching, you know. We're going until I'm an icicle. I'm getting close. Not quite there. Ooh. What, full power. Uninstalled the disco ball of shame. What's next? What are you attached by? Hopes and dreams. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Some sort of, maybe vacuum canister? GM. Okay. Cool. Let's go find more appropriate tools. Alright, remember, regardless of what anyone's going to try to tell you, silver sockets and other socket fixtures are impact rated if you're brave enough. So don't let anybody hold you back. Okay. Oh, so close, can't see nothing. Didn't quite get it all. Well, it's uninstalled now, one way or another. Okay. Bunch of rust under that, dude. It's held some water. Okay. Where to next? Need to get that out. It's out. Okay. Pull that. Uninstall that belt real quick. Just stayed in shape. That's beautiful. Yeah, use the knife incorrectly there. Everyone knows you're supposed to cut towards your face and body. So, I apologize for that. Being a bad influence. Oh no! I should have left the belt on. Okay. Okay. I guess let's get the alternator off and all these other hoses and such. Cool. That's smaller. Wow. I guess sometimes the right tool is the wrong tool. So I'll take this hose clamp off with a screwdriver. Which rather than let go is just gonna come apart, which is good. Excellent. I'm so sad. Okay. Do-do-do. Uninstalled. That one's just not even attached to anything. Good thing I didn't start it. Let's see if I can tip over. Okay. You try doing the right thing for once. And what does it get you? All right. Got a little more room. Let me see what I need to get that alternator out of there. Okay, this alternator is about to come out. It has no choice. Okay. All right. Now that I've got it wedged in there. Okay. Delete that one. All right. Something I've noticed that, you know, when considering the review on the Hyper Tough Impact, I don't know if it's a function of just being cold, but I can't adjust the power level on it right now, and it was working while I was inside, so I'm going to make the assumption that that's the problem, or that I'm the problem. That is a long bolt. That's pretty impressive. Oh, yeah. Probably should unplug that, huh? It makes sense to me. What do we think that's going to be? Probably a 10. Oh, yeah. Goodbye. Okay. Okay. All right. So alternator's out. Let's see. I think next is going to be pulling the AC compressor. And like I said, I'm not too worried about there being any, I guess be R12 left in this system. It's always had a leak, and you know, it's been years since that was ever used. So my assumption is that there's nothing in there. Generally, take it to a professional. All right, and so the last thing I think we're going to do in the video is we're going to get that AC compressor removed, and I'm pretty happy with the progress we've made from that point, at least for this first video on the teardown. After that, there's not a whole lot, but mostly getting the wiring harness out of the way, and we're going to have to pull the intake at some point. It'll probably be whenever I actually go to pull it. And I'm probably going to try to pull it right here in the dirt, because that's easier than pushing it up the rest of my driveway. So let's get it on. Excellent. That's out of the way. Now I'd love to be able to Turn up the volume. Okay, that's not gonna work. So, at least without being able to adjust the strength on this dude, I've reached the first hiccup with the Hyper-Tough. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's just too cold. That button is rock solid. Okay. I suppose I'll do it the semi-right way and go get a ratchet and probably a cheater pipe. So if you've never seen somebody absolutely shatter their knuckles into a million tiny pieces, you might get your opportunity, because this is just wrong. Yeah. Ooh. See if I can lop my fingers off in this fan. Oh, look at me, I win. Now I'm going to do it the easy way. Well, that's the whole point of using this Hyper-Tough medium range for jobs that it really isn't meant for, but just to get the most application out of it, so that we can find little quirks like, if you live in a cold environment, a place that's cold year-round, probably not what you're looking for, unless being able to switch modes isn't useful for you, you know. Which, for me, it's not too big of a deal. It's only cold for a couple months here. But yeah, we learned something today. What else do we got? Another one. Let's see if this one's, I want to play ball a little better. Hey, there we go. Progress. Huh. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. And for all I know, it could actually be in the high torque mode, but can't tell because the button won't press. Put the glove back on, so maybe I won't destroy my knuckles. And this probably isn't going to do a dang thing for me, but it gets out of the way. Get out of my way. Oh, shoot. Backside's hand tight. Let's get that pulled out quick. Well, as quick as slowly possible. Uninstalled. Now we're still attached somewhere. And I aim to figure that out. Here. Oh, I suppose. Yeah, that's good enough. It's a dumpster fire over here. Always a dumpster fire. Doo-doo-doo. And I can't really tell from here, but if all you can see is the back of my head, I apologize. We're just gonna have to get through this together. Okie dokie. I sure am glad they went with 47,000 threads on everything. Yeah. I think I've got one last bolt down on the bottom there. Then I'll have that uninstalled. And I'm gonna let my broken body back in the house and call it a night. Let's see what I can do. Where are you? Oh no. I'm just gonna readjusting. Come on now. You've got to be kidding me. It really wants me to use a wrench, and frankly, I'm not willing to do that. Yep. A wrench it is. That makes me sad. Just do something. Do it. That's okay. So after an embarrassingly long time, I couldn't find the right tool, so I'm just having to make something work. So that's great. You know, if you're 29, 30, little older, and you're thinking, hey, I want to work on cars and stuff, before you buy your first car, your first project or anything like that, buy you a shop with some heating and some air conditioning, and get a lift, because your knees and back will thank you. Learn from my mistakes. Come on now. Twist my hand yet? Almost. Any minute now. many threads do you need? 1,023. Everyone knows your AC compressor sees the highest amount of torque out of any part of your car, so. But also, in fairness, if I had the right tool, this wouldn't be as annoying. There it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm pretty close to having that power steering pump done too, but I think that's where I'm gonna call it. Now, we didn't move mountains or, you know, make huge strides, but I feel pretty good about what we've got here. So, you know, we'll get a closer look in with a flashlight. Yeah, we got the whole front end here cleared out, all these side pockets, and AC and alternator out. So I guess next time we'll be looking to get the power steering pump out, the water pump, and then it is all the incidental stuff. Gonna have to disconnect motor mounts on both sides and remove the rest of the wiring harness. But you know, we've got progress and we've got a direction. So once again, thank you for being here. You know, we'll see you next time or something like that. Wash your hands!